Okay, welcome to our challenge Zoom Wednesday night meeting. Glad to have everybody. Robin, where do you live now?
Big Fork.
What'd you say?
Big Fork, Montana.
Oh, in Montana, that's right. Okay, that's right.
I can hear now. I figured out what I was doing wrong.
See,
Great.
We got smart people. And Peggy, you're down in Texas.
Yep.
And Darcy, you're nearby. Where are you?
Santaquin,
Yep.
Utah.
Santaquin, Utah. She's not too far away. And Larry, you're in straight up Boise, right?
Yeah, right between Boise and Eagle.
Okay. And Julie's a little further. I don't even know what direction Middleton is from Boise.
West.
Okay. I never figured out my directions. All I have to do is think of the mountains. Okay, that is west. Never thought of it. And Julie is our niece. David's and my niece. So
Oh, fun.
she's one of my favorites. Yeah. Anyway, so happy to have everybody here. And wow, can you believe it? We are in 3, which means this is
Halfway through or almost
I know.
going on.
So it's pretty exciting. And, you know, talk to them about how it works.
All right. Claudia and I were talking earlier today about how important it is for all of us to remember that in another 3 weeks or so, we won't have this magic computer screen helping us be accountable so that we can watch our points mount and feel like champions. So it's important that we remember and we realize that we're learning things as we're going on here, and that we ought to be remembering some of those things as we go along, because they will serve us well after the end of the 6 weeks and moving on into the future.
Yeah. Larry, you know this story. So tell these people how it works. He did the challenge last time. And how'd it feel when it ended?
Well, yeah, it's a little disappointing. It's like the end of school or something. But I think the website or the Facebook page that you put up, I think that was a great idea, and that's something that you can continue to log into and see things. Hi, Denise.
Welcome, Denise.
But yeah, you just have to remember. I've noticed that the Dr. A book minute or whatever,
ebook.
when I click on it, it downloads it. So I've got all of those on my computer.
Good.
So it'll just be a matter of remembering to, well, of course, and I downloaded the book too. So it'll be a matter of remembering to go back and read, I guess.
Yeah, keep yourself focused.
Good point.
So Denise, we were just talking about what happens when you've been on the challenge, because we're about almost halfway through. So you've been on the challenge, and then all of a sudden the challenge is over and the accountability changes. And I was just having Larry talk to us a little bit about it. And you too, you were in the challenge. And how did that affect you, and what can you do differently to keep yourself in line?
I don't know, because I'm still struggling with it. I mean, actually, I did really well from the eating standpoint and from the water standpoint, surprisingly, because I thought that's where I'd have a really hard time, because I struggled more with the water during the challenge. But it was the exercise that I lost, because I hit my goal. I hit my weight goal, and so I no longer had that motivation to lose weight, to exercise to lose weight. So then it was hard. I mean, I'm still struggling with that now, because I'm doing maintain now, and I'm still having to struggle like every day with trying to make myself exercise, because, you know, I mean, seeing progress is one thing, but knowing that it's good for you is something else. I don't know. I just struggle with that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, something to keep in mind, you know, to just really internalize the support you're getting. And like Larry said, download that ebook. And, you know, just remember that all these habits that we're trying to instill in us really, really are important. Today, it seemed like on our comments and everything, people made mention a lot of sleep and how if they get their sleep, then they feel like they can, keep on the program. Or yours is exercise that gives you the ability to
Yeah, I love exercise.
handle life's traumas. And so anyway, just something to keep in mind as we hit this halfway point. Anyway, anybody have any questions, comments, anything? We're open here. We're good, Julie. I'm glad. Ask and say or tell us something.
Oh, I just have to be accountable to somebody. I don't know. I just can't do it on my own, whether it's to my sisters or my mom or somebody. I have to make a contest out of it or something. And Uncle David, I wish that I loved to exercise. Maybe I should pray for the desire to love to exercise. I wish I could do that. I love to play basketball, and that's how I disguise my exercising as a game. But I've yet to find something besides that, because I can only get my friends together so many times to play. But I've yet to find something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay. And you know what? Long after we end this, there will probably be another challenge. We'll pull you guys all back together again. But you know what? We're always here, and we always love to talk to you. So Julie, I'll call you. Check in on you. Anyway, that's a very good point, though. It is the accountability and having somebody along with you on your journey. It can be a huge help to you. So. In fact, that's one of the main tenets of, as coaches, it's like you have your nutrition you're taking care of, you have your education, meaning all these, wonderful readings about the water and the running and everything else. But the support is like the third pinnacle that you just have got to have support somewhere. So anyway, good comments. So anybody worried about Super Bowl? Are you guys big Super Bowl people?
I am.
I am.
Are you? Okay.
Is the Super Bowl coming up?
Oh, Larry.
I knew that Larry and David are the same ilk. David says, so is that soccer or golf?
I like it for the commercials.
Fortunately, I have smart kids, and so I just asked them, but they didn't get it from me.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with the Super Bowl. Is the Super Bowl is not about the football game; it's about the food, and so that's the problem.
Yes.
Now I understand cookies and pie and cake and all of those things. I'm not negligent. Negligent, I guess I am sometimes.
I was watching the Doritos commercial finalists, and I watched all 10 of the finalists, and I found myself feeling like I wanted to go eat some Doritos then.
Yeah.
Don't watch stuff like that.
I think that's part of the idea, right?
Hey, so on the main challenge page, Kim Fisk posted a video. Did anybody see it?
I did.
Who did?
Me?
Oh,
Robin?
Robin. Wasn't that phenomenal?
Yeah. The one on the Super Bowl about
Yes.
imagining beforehand.
Tell everybody
Like,
about it, and then you know what? And then I'll post that on our team wall. But tell them about it, Robin.
Well, she said to imagine going to the party and all the food and everything, and that you eating the food, you're going to have your sparkling water or something. It was good because I was invited to a couple Super Bowl parties, and I know I'm going to want to eat, but I don't want to eat.
Yeah.
Does that?
It's really good. I'll put it on our wall. But yeah, she said, go ahead and visualize the spread. She said it's going to have everything there. These cute little sandwiches, the little smokies, all those things that everybody has, the chips, the pop, she said beer, but stuff like that.
I can smell the wings and the pizza.
Yeah, the buffalo
Which
wings.
got me.
The pizza. Anyway, she said, so visualize all that, and then visualize yourself walking in there with all sorts of control and you pull out your celery sticks and you're eating them, and
You got your salsa.
your salsa and all the things that are legal for you, if you've got little meal replacements or whatever, and you've got your sparkling water, you go in there and you visualize yourself going through there and how happy you are that you feel so good and so in control. And you look at all those suckers eating like pigs.
Yes.
Anyway, but you know, you just kind of visualize it and visualize loving your celery and how happy you are that you're concentrating on relationships.
Yes, and that when you walk away, you won't have the big, you know, pain,
the after
effect.
Yeah. Anyway, really good. I'll post it on there. It's like a 5-minute video, but it's
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it.
yeah, gives you an idea. And not only for, you know, she said, I'm going to do this for the Super Bowl, but she said this can be anything, anytime.
Christmas or anything.
Yeah, or go, you know, you have a night out with the girls, or you have family over, or whatever. Think about it ahead of time, and then visualize yourself resisting, and how, you know, how glad you are that you don't have that stomach ache after, you know, and then the regret, and, you know.
Something that you said a minute ago, which Kim often says, is to consider the whole thing more a matter of relationships rather than eating.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've played with that because I'm very much a social eater. I recognize that even if I'm not hungry, I eat because it's there. But it's very interesting to go to a thing like that and not eat anything. And nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares if you don't have a plate full of all the stuff that you're actively eating.
They don't notice.
I really think that they're so self-absorbed and enjoying the evening themselves that they don't notice. Or if they think about what you've been eating, you know, you're done or something.
Yeah. One other thing that she said that I think is really, really important, and that is that as you look at this big, huge spread of food that's going to be there, you say to yourself, I can have that. I can have that if I want to. But I'm choosing not to. Yeah. You know, to just make sure that you know that you can have it, and it is your choice. Anyway, I just really, really love that. And then she talked about really getting some emotion in it, meaning that you just feel so good about it, and getting your senses, smelling, what's it going to smell like, and, you know, anyway, kind of interesting playing these, kind of a mind game, but I thought, hey, whatever works, will keep you.
So you'll post that anyway.
Yep, I will post it for sure. So
sometimes if you just look at the people that are frequenting the table, usually the people that go back a lot and eat a lot of that food at the parties, they frequently are the body images that you really don't want anyway. So you can look at that and say, if I do, that's what I'm going to look like. So I better know.
A little motivation.
Great point. That's right.
It's true. It's true. Hey, so who came on? Let's see.
From Idaho.
Oh yeah. 0139. Hey Barbara, how you doing? Who's 0139?
Yes. You don't know? It's Gladys.
It's who?
It's Gladys.
Oh, Gladys.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking Kayleen. Okay, Gladys, I'm going to put you on here. Let's see. So there you are. Gladys. Yeah, well, I'm not that good of a guesser. So yes, Gladys is up in Moscow, Idaho.
And Barbara joined us from our town in Utah here.
She lives very close to us. Oops.
Oops.
I did wrong DYS. There you go. I got you, Gladys. Okay. Yes, there you go. All right, we've just been talking about Super Bowl and how we're going to handle it. And I'm going to post this very, very cool video that one of our people did. 5-minute video that'll tell you exactly how to get through it unscathed perfectly. So anyway, so yeah, that really, anybody want to tell some non-scale victory or scale victories, or how your life's going so far on the plan? Peggy, we haven't heard from you. You have to talk.
I haven't because I'm still not feeling good.
Oh,
I sound like a toad,
I'm sorry. You don't.
and I can't breathe very well, so I haven't been able to exercise since sometime last week.
It's okay.
No,
Your non-scale victory is you're on this call.
Yes, right. I'm on the call.
Yes, you are.
The only good thing about that is it sometimes kills your appetite because you can't smell anything.
This is true. Part of my problem has always been what I have found, I don't eat enough. It's like when I started Spark People, it's like I have to eat all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so
Have to eat to lose.
yeah, so I am not eating, but so maybe that'll help a little bit since I can't exercise.
Yeah. You'll be back before we know it. I hope. Okay, so Gladys, tell us what's been happening for you. Do you have some breakthrough that's happened this week?
Oh, I'm enjoying drinking all the water a lot. It's easy, and it's easy to get it down now, and it was kind of hard at first.
That is
so, and I can feel a difference from that. And I guess one of my problems, I have two questions for you.
good.
On some days, some days I'm starving all the time. I always feel hungry, but I say to myself, that means it's working. You should enjoy that feeling. But other days, like yesterday, I wasn't hungry, and I should have had a snack, but I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat anything. So should you still eat that snack and eat 6 times even if you don't feel hungry? That's my question.
Well, okay. Should I put it out to the group? What do you think? You know, this idea of keeping your body nourished every 3 hours. So Gladys, if you don't eat, what happens the next 3 hours? Are you starving to death, or how is it?
Yeah, I think that probably did happen yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought, I think the water makes me feel so full, and it helps me not feel hungry. So, yeah, but then I think I got too hungry at dinner time. This is true.
That's one of the hazards. How many of you guys feel the same way? Do you have that? Are you pretty good at eating every 3 hours? Raise your hand if you are. 3 hours. Yeah, it works pretty well. Larry, unmute, man.
The last couple of days, I've found that I'm not, well, part of the stress of this job situation this last week or so, I just get busy and I drink the water, and that helps me not be hungry. But then I keep thinking, well, I'm packing around years of those extra snacks. So maybe if I could just figure out a way to draw from that storehouse of snackage that,
Yeah.
but I can't turn the switch like I want to.
Yeah, that's interesting. And how about you, Robin? I didn't see if you raised your hand or not.
I have a hard time with that.
Of eating every 3 hours?
Yeah, and then I find myself starving, so I need to do better.
Yeah, I think it's a true principle that eating something every 3 hours. It doesn't have to be much. It really doesn't, but it just refuels your body so that you aren't caught really starving.
And it should be both proteins and carbs. I think that when I just grab a carb, then it's hard for me to last 2 or 3 hours because I haven't had the protein to offset.
Good point. Good point. Huh.
I find that if I eat something in the morning pretty substantial, not just a bowl of cereal or something, but if I eat a pretty good protein or whatever, then it makes it a lot easier to keep the other meals and the snacks small.
Yeah, that's.
If I don't eat well in the morning, then I get that starving in the evening kind of thing and have a tough time quitting with the continued snacking, the grazing.
We get that. So I definitely do.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Does that answer
I
your
would
question?
agree with
Gladys?
that.
Yeah, you think that's it? Well, good.
Yeah, I want to exercise more as well. I'm wanting to, and I just don't yet have the energy to get in there and do some real exercise.
You're just coming off some sickness yourself. So.
So I think I'm going to do that next week. Maybe I'll start going to Zumba. I don't know, but I need something a little bit more in the exercise. I know that I do.
Well, good.
Even walking is great, People don't think walking is much of an exercise, but it's a very good one.
It is. It is good. Barbara, you've got to talk to us. Other people have been talking. We haven't heard from you, girl.
I just
Have you had a victory of any sort this week?
Yes, I bought a pair of boots. I haven't bought a pair of boots for 30 years.
That's awesome.
You lost enough weight so that you can get your feet into boots again.
Yep, and they're just short boots, but I did buy a pair of short boots, and I haven't bought that for 30 years. So
Cool.
That is awesome. And Kristen, our daughter, she said she loved your post the most when you posted that you can now wash your feet in the shower.
yeah, dimples. See,
She's got
That
dimples.
is really fun.
Yep, that's so great. All of these things are what makes it so. I mean, health. You can't overstate how important health is, because it affects your mental and your emotional health, and everything is connected. So take care of our bodies. It's the only body we've got. Darcy, you didn't talk yet. Tell us something wonderful.
Oh, I don't know if I have anything wonderful to say. I did agree with the meals. That's something I found is if I eat like small snacks all day, that at dinner time I'm just so hungry I eat way too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I've increased how much I eat for breakfast and lunch, and then made my other 3 snacks just 100 calories, and it's helped a lot. I'm not as ravenous. That the first week I pretty much shot anything I did all day at dinner because I was just so hungry.
Yeah, that's very good.
What are some of the 100-calorie snacks you eat?
One of my favorite is there's what's the name of it? There's a Greek yogurt that has it's the one out of Pocatello. Starts with a C, I think.
Chobani.
Yeah, but they have their light 100 version, and it doesn't have most light yogurts. I don't like them because they have all the artificial sweeteners in them, and this one doesn't. They don't add the artificial sweeteners, and so it's 100 calories, and it's super easy and quick, and gives you some good dairy, which is supposed to help you lose weight, getting dairy in, and it's pretty balanced in the carbs and proteins.
Great.
So that's one thing I like. I also have tried several different shakes. I think I found one I finally like that's it's 190 calories, but it's a lot. Like when I mix it all up, it's 20 ounces, so I use it for 2 meals. And then on the website, they have, on the website for this challenge, they have a thing for 100-calorie snacks. There's a whole page of just really easy to grab, stuff like a cheese stick and this thing, and, a combination of different stuff. So that's a good source too to look at.
Yeah.
They had some good ideas on there, I thought.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Darcy. That's nice. Well, you guys, this is great. Anybody else have anything else they want to share? Questions? Gladys, did you ask? You only asked one question. Do you have another one?
No. There's been a lot of help for me in this program.
Good.
In a lot of ways. And I really like doing the extra steps, and some of those things I already do. I like to mix my food by hand. I don't use a mixer. I never do. And I use a can opener and all those, but I'm more mindful of that now. I'm still going to use my dishwasher though. And I do always park far away, and I like that. I don't worry about my losing track of where I parked. Because it's usually the only car out there. So I like that too. So there's a lot of good things I've been enjoying.
Yeah.
And I have lost a few pounds, and just so I'm not gaining and I'm losing a little bit, I think it's going to get better if I can start moving around more physically.
And that's just great. That's just great. Yeah, that's kind of fun, the neat idea of the non-exercise things that you can do. So that's great. Yeah, you guys liked our video, huh?
Yes, yes, very cute.
It was fun.
It was good.
I switched out my office chair for the big exercise ball.
Oh, how do you like that?
So, it works really well for me. I like it because I can move closer or shift around without, because I'm on carpet and the chair didn't roll that well.
Yeah.
Wow. And you have to always be balancing yourself, you know.
Yeah, and during calls and all, I'll frequently pull my feet off the floor so that I have to balance.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
it at least activates the core, if not strengthens it. But
That's great.
you'd never know it to look at me, but
Oh, come on.
hopefully it'll get there eventually.
People have no idea that you're being an acrobat while you're on the phone.
Well, and I did ball crunches while I was listening to a conference call the other day.
That's awesome. You guys are great. I love all the comments. You guys keep commenting. I think it helps so much to feel like we're not in this alone and we're all, supporting each other. This is fun. Anyway, this is it. Unless anybody has anything else they want to say, shall we hang it up?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, thanks for getting on. This is just great.
See you on the
Thank
wall.
you.
Yes.
Good to see everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.